what's up DCS crew? It's Carlos back at it, this time with some news from Kizer that you may or may not already know about. So as you know, Kizer's Vanguard line has done pretty well this year with providing budget counterparts to their bladesmith models in higher end steel and materials. In fact, one of their big sellers this year was the Vanguard release of the Mini Sheepdog, and while I don't have one, pretty much every Kizer owner that I know seems to, so I really don't feel bad since I can just borrow one from them if I ever want to check it out. Now, as for other models, I actually have a few of them spread out here so you can see some of the awesome designs that they were able to scale down and in some cases really improve on with the Vanguard line, in my opinion. So these are the Kizer Sovereign in blue and black. Put that back right here. This is the Bad Dog. The Kizer Dukes, which was in a previous video with MIA Blade Works. It has a awesome little a mirror edge there and a flipper tab reduction, almost a delete. And big thanks to MIA Blade Works on that. You have the Kizer Kesmek in orange G10. Kizer Doman, thumb stud model, comes in a bunch of different colors. And the Flashbang in green. So, as you can see, the general theme is these come with G10 handles and can be sharpened to a very nice edge because of their VG10 steel, which is imported from Japan. But that's where the news from Kizer gets interesting, because it seems that they are working behind the scenes to phase out their Vanguard lineup of knives with the VG10 steel and replace them with a new lineup sporting Bowler N690 steel instead. So I reached out to Kizer and I spoke with them a bit about this, and they told me that they're pursuing more of a relationship with Bowler Odelholm, as their office in Shanghai makes it easier to facilitate talks and import more steel from their Austrian plant. So while this is purely theory on my part, this could also be that the Japanese knife makers have been trying to limit the amount of the VG10 that's being exported out of Japan. And with the supply of VG10 drying up for people who want to import the steel like Kizer, well, they're left searching for a plan B, and that plan B is Bowler. So luckily, Bowler Odelholm is stepping up to the plate with their N690 offering, as they happen to supply Kizer with their M390 already for their bladesmith offerings. So it should come as no surprise that this was a pretty easy fix to continue providing their quality Vanguard line. Now, N690 is already a well-known steel that's used by a bunch of different manufacturers that you probably know about. Spyderco uses them, Steel Will, uses N690 or N690CO. You have Boker Knives that uses it, Ontario Knife Company, and you have Fox Knives out of Maniago, Italy that uses them. Now, this is a Jesper Voxnaes design, and this is the reason why I have this out here. This is the VoxCore FX604. Like I said, that's produced in Maniago, Italy by Fox Knives. Now, as you can see, they are using N690, aka N690CO. Great little knife. The clip, it's a wire clip, but unfortunately it broke, and while it did break, it was probably a defect, because I spoke with Fox Knives. They were kind of surprised that it broke, and they're sending me one immediately in the mail. They're actually sending me 2 replacements, so really cool on their part. Anyways, this isn't a review about them, even though it's a great little knife, and I'll get into that another time. But back to the Kizer offerings. Now, from the looks of things, Kizer's already begun their transition by releasing the Splinter, the Roach, and the Flashbang design, which is this guy right here. It's an awesome little flipper. This one is model V3454A2 in VG10. It's a matte Cucchiara design, and the reason why it's designated as A2 is because it's the green G10, but you can actually also pick it up in the black G10. Really, really awesome flipper. I highly recommend it, whether it's in VG10 or in the N690. So be on the lookout in the future for the entire Vanguard line to transition from the VG10 to N690 steel in 2019. But in the meantime, if you have these, stick with them. These are great knives, and they're probably going to be worth, quite a bit in the future because of the fact that this is good quality steel. This VG10 is fantastic. And I forget who actually posted about it, but there have been talks that Kizer's heat treat of the VG10 steel is actually performing at a much higher hardness and durability than that of Spyderco's. So with some of these knives starting at, I think, what, $44, I think, for the Vigor, which is the basic beginner's knife in the Vanguard line, the starter for Kizer in VG10 steel. That's a really, really good quality. I mean, you're getting VG10 for $44 and up. I mean, some of these, this will kind of vary between, say like the $50 to $80 region, with the exception of this guy right here. I'm not even gonna go ahead and go into that because this is like 120 if I'm not mistaken, last time I checked. Could be different, but yeah, still N690 CO, Italian made. This here is VG10, Chinese manufactured, but with Japanese steel. And if you have one of these knives, or if you picked up one of the knives like the Flashbang in N690 or N690 CO, depending on how they go ahead and they brand it, go ahead and feel free to sound off in the comments section. Let me know what you think about their switch. Let me know how it handles. I'm actually going to go ahead and get one soon, and I'll go ahead and report about it. If you haven't already done so, and if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and subscribe for updates, and use my contact page at www.dailycarrysolutions.com. To go ahead and drop me a message, or you can message me on my Instagram page at Daily Carry Solutions. And remember, if you EDC, think of DCS. Daily Carry Solutions. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care, guys.